Okay, we're gonna do like F and A flat, starting with Mike. Okay, one, two, 1, 2, 3, 4. My philosophy of teaching is that anyone who wants to become a good jazz player can.
Bloom always gets to the core values of music.
I've gotten like so much better since I started going.
He taught us a new respect for the music as far as soloing. He taught us not to babble.
He's like a coach that I don't think I'll ever outgrow.
It doesn't matter how old you are, what your background is, it's just a lot of fun. It's the creative part of my life.
1, 2, 3, 4. Not the notes, the rhythm. I began the school in 1975. We taught all instruments, improvisation, mostly with theory and ear training. And then in 1979, we started the whole jazz combo courses, in which people would work on things like dynamics, rhythmic variety, motivic development, all the different elements that you can hear in any great solo by the masters. And we have basically been teaching those values here at the school. We've got to tune up everybody's internal clock, because there's a tempo going on, isn't there? The time is going on, right? The groove is going on, and what we have to do is we play things against it. We try to find people that are really motivated to learn and who are very hungry for jazz, and then we give them the tools that they need in order to express themselves. The Bloom School of Jazz takes students at all different levels.
I'm an amateur. It's probably more than a hobby, it's a passion. Starting back in the 80s, I found my way back to music, and that's when I went to Bloom's. His methods are very practical.
Once you play the low notes, it opens up your throat. If you kind of check in with the low notes every so often.
Nick Bassesi is our sax teacher, and he studied with David Liebman, and he is just a consummate jazz player and an excellent teacher.
Probably the most important thing that I work on with my students is the message of what they're trying to do. So it's not just an imitation of something they think is cool, but that it's some sort of personal truth.
There I'm A flat, right? Give me A flat, 2, 3.
Jim Trompeter, one of our piano teachers here, used to play with the Miami Sound Machine, and I consider him an unknown world-class player.
Excellent. Now see, left hand, this is always got to stay. I think the ultimate thing that we're looking for between student and teachers, we're looking for that moment of grace where an idea in its purest form can be exchanged between teacher and student, or student and teacher.
Yes, my heart belongs to Daddy, so I simply couldn't be bad. Yes, my heart belongs to Daddy, 'cause my daddy treats it so well.
You know, it's obviously, it's a Cole Porter sex song, you know, one of his many sex songs. If you downplay it and understate it, it's probably sexier.
I feel very fortunate to have Spider Saloff teaching at the school. She's a world-class singer, and she has really developed some tremendous talent.
The school really has this wonderful freedom there, a lot of freedom to really make mistakes and to be in an environment where you're going to be supported in making mistakes. You're playing, it's the emphasis on playing music.
I like improv because you don't have to look at the music and play the music as it's written. You can take one piece and turn it into something else.
One of our concepts at the school here is that students should learn right from the horse's mouth. The real truth comes from meeting the jazz legends themselves.
So you're trying to go like, you're trying to go.
To be in the presence of greatness is a whole other story than practicing licks out of a book. This gives the students a tremendous opportunity to play with the master players and also understand where and why did these greats get so great.
If you asked me to play what I just played now and offered me $1 million, I couldn't do it. Because there's something different I did there that I would not do again.
What we generally do with players who have a lot of facility is we don't allow them to play a lot of fast music because most of the fast stuff they're playing doesn't go anywhere and it's basically like a runaway truck. One of my kind of rules is that you hear technique, then the ideas aren't good enough. You should never hear technique. You should just hear someone telling you a story.
Them that's got shall get.
Our goal at the school is to be able to take people who are beginners and teach them to be good enough to go out and play, and then take people who are professionals and teach them so that they can compete on the world stage.
Tonight marks the culmination of a 6-month course in which 5 extremely talented professional musicians have elected to come to the school and really work on increasing their standards to a level where they can be playing on this stage tonight.
There are people that, you know, don't study there regularly, but sometimes I'll go over and play at their house and we'll work on bloom exercises. I mean, that's what we call them, you know. And that's a great way sort of to start out a session. They really become part of your musical toolbox.
Dave is great. He gives a lot of aesthetics and value that most colleges don't teach. It's been great for me. It was the piece that I was looking for.
We've all gotten a different perspective on how to approach playing jazz.
The type of practicing I'm doing is more directed and focused.
It's definitely expanded my way of looking at the bass.
In a sentimental
The more that we can get David and his teaching methodology spread out amongst everybody, I think more creative playing is going to be happening.
David is very committed to his values and to teaching those values. I believe he's a very rare gem in the city, and the city is very fortunate to have his school here.